Oh, look at an ad for flowers. Wow, y'all are in here fast. Hey, High Desert, and Just Aid, and Chipper. What's this? This is me, like, being nice and not taking Saturday off, even though it was super duper tempting. Brian Killdeer, hello. Boski. No, I'm not going to go live, Chipper. I'm just going to take the evening off. Just going to like chill, drink coffee with bourbon in it and stuff. Do we have any Irish cream? Oh, damn. You got video of a tornado, Rob? You west. Is it out just out in the field? They ain't going through town or nothing, is it? Hey, Dior snuck in while I was talking to my missus. Dior, Boski, Carol, Frank, Rob, LS. Are y'all excited that I'm actually? Did y'all read the title? Was that's pretty slick, huh? I thought it was pretty slick. The description was even more creative. I thought it was very creative. Let's see if how long it takes me to get start lagging. Well, be careful, Carol. And hey, Robert, Rob, and Robert and Cindy. Hello, Cindy, if you're listening. Glad you're enjoying your attire. That was weird. Ah, excuse me. I don't know how many of y'all people are aware of this, but me and my family are preparedness-minded people. And as such, we feel, though not a sense of urgency, we feel a sense rather of responsibility to be prepared for both foreseeable and unforeseeable events which could cause difficulty in normal everyday life. So, that being said, over the past few hours, 40 or so, I have done a bit of inventory of our preps, if you will. There are giant holes in them. And I'm sure that if anybody took a real, do not start bragging in the chat, people. That's not where you put what you got. It's called operational security, okay? But if we were all honest about what we were looking at and what we were trying to prepare for, we've got holes. If you're to a point where you don't think there's any holes, strongly suggest you do an inventory and find out how much of the stuff you thought you had has gone bad, and moth and rust hath corrupted, or whatever. And do something different or more aggressively. I say this, and I don't, for all you new people, if I don't acknowledge you coming into the chat right away, it's because when I'm talking like this, I do not read it. I deliberately have it to the side to where I can look at the camera and talk to y'all without getting distracted by the chat. I will catch up and try to say hi to everybody. And my lovely wife and co-host is sitting right over there. And if she says hi to you, it's the same as me because we're like married and stuff, sort of. Well, we're married, but it's sort of the same as me saying hi. Okay? Back on track. Impossible to do. With everything that is going on, I cannot imagine there's anybody in this room right now, this chat, that is sitting in the corner, wringing their hands, going, I just don't know what I'm going to do if it all falls apart. I really hope not. Anyway. If you are that person, how long have you been sitting in rooms like this, listening to what we're talking about, and why haven't you done something? $5 a week is 5 pounds of rice a week. That's a meal a day for a week. So each week you could get an extra week of rice. It's not much, but rice and rat soup might be pretty good. I might have to try that now. I have to go catch a rat. Or I don't know, rice and sparrow or starling or chihuahua or Siamese or whatever, starches and proteins. Use this here internet thing to find out what kind of weeds are edible, what kind of weeds ain't. I can't walk through the grass anymore without looking at something. Okay, that has vitamin A, B. That one's real high in vitamin and iron. And even if it doesn't have food value, it's the multivitamins that you're paying $14 a bottle for, or whatever, at the grocery store, grow in your yard. Where do you think they get those vitamins from to put in the pill? Somewhere that all that stuff is grown on a farm, and they chop it up and they squeeze it down, they grind it up and they put it in a capsule, and you're basically swallowing ground up weeds instead of just eating them out of the yard in your salad. Okay, that goes into here. Your number one prep is knowledge. Not trying to sound all alarmist and everything like that, but open the news. The world, whether there's a them or they or not, the fire under the pot is steadily getting higher and higher and higher. Okay. It's getting bad. Planes are hard all over. You know what I'm saying? That was a teacher. That another Cheech and Chong movie. Wasn't that the one that sucked? That was the one that sucked. Or was that the next movie? The next movie, one of those two. No, Things Are Hard All Over. I think that's what it does. Y'all follow me? Let me see. Where did I lose everybody at? Let me see who all came in. Well, okay. Hello, Twisted Metals of Texas. Been doing any machining lately? Savage Survival. I don't think it works that way, Jeffrey. Smart. Good plan though, if everybody does. Wasn't a lot of people popping in. That's cool. I could look down there and saw that we only gained one. Boy, I'm not saying it's gonna explode tomorrow or anything. I'm just saying it's not. Cool. Twisted. I'm just saying that it ain't no more time for playing around. I'll get to that tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to start working on that. You know what? I'm going to order the book and get it read. I'm going to practice eating some of that stuff. That's a big deal. Hey, Rob, this personal question to, hey, Rob, famous. How long did it take to get the wild onion and garlic out of your system? As far as when you sweat, you stink. Or did you even notice that? I mean, my aroma changed immensely on the diet we were on down there. And, you know, it's been about a week now that I've gone back to smelling normal stinky instead of, damn, son. Yeah, I mean, you're just like, woof, I stink. And that's so when you switch the food you eat, everything about your whole situation changes. Okay? It's not, you know, it goes deeper than you think. So just because you're like, okay, I've got this book and I'll know which one. Some of those wild edibles don't taste good. Some of them are delicious. Some of them are you know, you don't understand why they're not available at the store. Like the little wild onion tops. Those are like the best way to season beans or anything. That's the only thing I regret, dude. Rob, is why didn't we make we should have made another pot of beans, dude, with just put the onions and garlic in there and the pepper plant and just gave it a shot. Which I can do that here. So yeah, I'll let y'all know how that turns out. We actually found, and this is thanks a great deal to Shauna, we found the wild herbs and made a pot of food that had no prepper food in it at all, and it didn't require salt or pepper to make it palatable. As a matter of fact, it was downright delicious. But it took a day or two for our bodies to readjust to what we were doing. So you can't just have, I can't get to it for a stack of firearms, but You can have little thumb drives or whatever you want, slap full of PDF files, which is a really solid idea. Okay. Because you don't need the internet to make a PDF file work if you've got a working PC or laptop or whatever. You can still access that as long as it's not a, giant electrical storm or something. So that's better than nothing. But just downloading and backing up those PDFs do you no good. You need to download them. You need to open them. You need to read them, and you need to take your butt outside and you need to practice them. Yeah, you just do. I got rained out today. I was going to practice a skill. Not saying that I'm really disappointed in not having to practice the particular skill, but I'll probably do it tomorrow if the weather's good. I don't know, y'all people. Y'all are. I'm preaching to the choir. Hey, Walter Davis. I see somebody said hi to you. Everybody's like, well, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that. You freaking make the time. Okay, you make the time. But been liking the more videos. Oh, yeah. Babies do, and I know life happens. It really does. But figure it out, people, because I've been doing, well, brains on overload right now because between reading the newspaper and those audio books. Thank you, Dior's, for consuming my free time.
You're grown. You can make your own.
I know I'm grown. I do not have to sit there and, but I got to know what happens to Leah now. Dang it. So anyway, Lexi nearly got killed. Okay, I'm just saying that's not cool. They stabbed a dog. But yeah, I'm eating this lad. This one I'm listening to. I'm eating it. Or I'm like, I'll do anything and I turn on. I just like I don't suggest I try to drive while doing it. Anyway, these are actually pretty educational. You're like, oh, don't do that. That's not how you do that. Is there anything out there happening that I'm particularly concerned about right now, Robert? Yeah. Not here. Well, actually, okay. You take an individual, questionable skills, an individual who does not have the managerial capabilities to do the assigned or do the job for which they are hired. Okay. You add in a bit of selective hiring, and you realize that the retired individuals being replaced by new people are all associated with a specific group of people that are suing themselves, which just happens to be stupid for more money. And you realize that the socialist Democrats have taken over your local institutions, and that now they have used politics to take over an independently run system so that they can control, so that they can literally manipulate the books to rob from the taxpayers so they can piss off more taxpayers' dollars that aren't actually legitimately owed to them or should be collected by them, because they are they're using politics to take over and run outside of the legal way it's done. Anything else that's going on local? When's the last time you checked to see what was going on in your tax entities around you? But bitching at the government about how much property taxes are, people, not them. It's your county hospital, your schools, your local colleges. They dictate how much you pay in taxes. Has nothing to do with the tax office, has nothing to do with anybody else. It's the school districts, the hospitals, the colleges. Okay? They decide. It's not the government that's doing it. It's So anyway, yeah, that's going on. That's one thing that's going on here. That's quite disturbing. And you should read about it in the paper. What's going on is nothing. That's what's being reported. So it's not just your mainstream media that is lying to your butt, but your local paper. If you go and check, you're probably going to find out that most of the people working at that newspaper have been socialists their entire life, and now they're in control of your news. Welcome to the world. So yeah, we have to be our own source of news, one town to the next town. That way we can compare. If it's happening in my county and it's happening in 20 other counties the same, then chances are it's happening in 40 or 100 counties, which means it's happening everywhere, which means there's more to it than what we're being told. That means it's coming from way higher than what we think. What we think is an isolated local incident isn't. You know what I'm saying? Anybody out there got anything going on in their local news that people need to know about? You know, it pertains to you. We had a bunch of people come through here a few years ago starting fights and roughing people up and stuff. Cops didn't do nothing about it. was not in the paper. Nothing. If you weren't there, you didn't know what happened. Anybody else got any stories like that? This is one of those things that happened about the time the Jade Helm thing wasn't going on. It was pretty risky. I can't believe that the individuals involved in this didn't wind up with holes in them. But they were pretty careful about where they did it. But that's... Now I'm interjecting and putting my rambling thinking on top of what I actually know. It happened. But then there was no reporting or anything. There was nothing done by the police, and everything that was put out about it on social media and stuff was squashed. And if they can squash a local news story on an international platform, what do they have capability of doing? Yeah, the good old boy system is way, 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 way more important to the top 1% of the 1% than people in local communities know. Those good old boys are all related to or a member of a club. No, I'm not going to say the name. And that's the fact. Oh, that sucks, yours. You know, y'all are talking about something completely different over here.
Me.
All your nerve conductivity tests.
Yeah. Needles all up and down my legs.
Rob, I strongly suggest you go check for on a building somewhere. It's a little A-looking thing with a rocking horse thing under it. It's kind of cool. And I guarantee you there's one there. Building's going to look run down as shit. It's not going to look like somebody's over there. Promise you. Especially in y'all's two little towns. Too many similarities between the two communities for it not to be the same thing. Authority shared is authority lost. So if you're an individual that is in the authority or power business, you do not want to share either authority or power. In that particular group is exactly that. They are in it for the authority they think it gives them. No, not so much authority as power. Hey, am I perfect? Anyway, right now we've got, you know, are they still launching, shooting shit at each other? Is Israel and Hamas, did they quit? Oh, see if they're still what, blowing each other up. Yeah, Facebook banning people. We got the president getting, he figured out what was going on real quick. Just trying to, you know, it was social media that helped him, that defeated the voter fraud. It did it here in this county when the machines were switching votes. In our county, if you voted straight ticket Republican and then you went back and you checked it, it would show that all of the offices, local and senator and all that stuff and everything, was Republican, but you had voted for Hillary. You had to change it. You had to go back and change it. And I'm sorry, that wasn't a fluke. That wasn't a mistake. That was a deliberate put into the voting system. They had to disable the machines. They had they had 6 or 13. I forget how many they had. They had several. They shut half of them down because there was just so many of them that were doing it. If they,
This time hasn't ended, so Israel and Palestine will fight.
yeah, there's honestly, I don't have a dog in that fight, but I don't understand why that strip is there. I don't understand why there is a single Muslim on it. I don't. If I was running Israel, they'd all been pushed into the sea or over to the desert. I wouldn't have played in. I mean, I wouldn't have played past the 70s. No. International law, but then I'd have stopped it. And we got Department of Defense studying military options for Venezuela. Are you going to the coffee bar? Thank you. You look lovely today. $5 a gallon gas in California. 5G signal could jam satellites that help with weather forecasting. Historical floods hit Iowa. Didn't they just do that? Or dogs go off and start barking at something just outside of my realm of awareness. Higher than 93 levels, and do not start a video. I will stab you. I will hit this big X button. Thank you, man. So 22.64. The record was 22.63. Expected to crest at 22.7 by Friday. Fall below 22 feet until late Sunday. Okay, I'll buy little small Iowa towns, and stuff along the river. Because they're still struggling with jacked up levees and stuff already. See what else? Gray whales starving to death in the Pacific. Scientists want to know why. Well, because all the little shrimpies died. Something to do with radiation poison. Just saying, could happen. North Korea is now forced to starve their poor people to death. We are at risk of having Obama's lackey elected as president in 2020. I mean, Biden. He does his bidding. Get it? Just the other day, the paper said Trump approval rate down to 20%, now it's saying 50%. So I don't know. Russia's including that's we just like dropped all the sanctions and stuff. Ah. Ah. Our ex-president, whom I love for the work he's done destroying a insurance system and healthcare system in the United States, lifted all the sanctions in this little country down south of Florida. In case y'all didn't know about that. And now, hold on, let me read the headline again. Russia's increasing influence in Cuba stirs ghosts of Cold War. Yeah, think? Anyway, I digress. No. Yeah, it was a bad idea. I don't care what else you say, people. Well, you voted for him. All the people that die are on you. Quit blaming the guy that's been there for 2 years or whatever. It'll be your guy that did it. Okay. AC 103. And Privateer Prepper. And anybody else I missed. Don't. I'm going to be right back. I just don't listen to the barking. Which way are they barking?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't coming inside the window. told you I got camping.
Is that what it was?
Very sure. Golf squatter. I'm pretty sure he'll move out now. Yours. Thank you. See, when Westwind gets in here, y'all can duke that out. I can't wait for spring to see the moon poo again. I don't know what that stuff is. It freaks me out. It's like this sludgy looking stuff. And then it dries up to this like little, some kind of fungus or something. And it dries up to, you got a glob of it like the size of a jelly. It kind of looks like a jellyfish. About this big, but then on the ground it'd be about half an inch tall or whatever. But then when it dries up, it's about the size of a potato chip or whatever. And then it turns black. I don't know what it is. Anyway. I don't mind that old boy camping on the railroad tracks over there, but they don't need to be scavenging wood up behind my house. Don't need to do that. What were we talking about before I went outside? I don't even remember now.
Chipper said that your grandkids should draw pictures to put on the wall or something.
I'll put.
Keep looking.
Well, I had a picture I could put up there, but somebody said it was hers, and I couldn't have it just because it said for mom on it. I got a dead cat skull I could put back there, which I really need to glue the teeth back in it. I kept that bobcat skull. I haven't finished working on it yet. I have strange hobbies. I quit hanging the tools up there because and literally as soon as I do the video, I'd get a not suitable. So I just quit putting it up there. I mean, not suitable is really, upon some research, is not as bad as it could be, but it's still, hey, tryN. Yeah. One of these kind. Only the long versions. They got an agenda. I sound like, are you still in here, brother? I don't want to pick like two. I'm starting to sound like HTP. They got an agenda. And part of their agenda is to remove all them tools from society. Because they don't got no tools, you can't drive no nails. Can't drive no nails, they can build a coffin for you. How's that one? And I am like seriously behind on my deal again. I'll see how far I'm behind now. I wonder how long it'd take before I was getting screened. Wow. Freaking 10 minutes, 10 or 12 minutes behind. Yeah, it's automatic on the yours on the it's a algorithm they have to prevent fake news from being spread, to prevent lies, rumors, and such as whatnot as that. I can't wait for them to figure out the dims and the days. You know what I'm saying? Um, Back to my original train of, or what I was really talking about. Your preps, and this is, and I'll probably miss something because I don't have notes. I'm not that smart. Your preps need to include, at the very least, food, water, and medical supplies. I know that you cannot stock up on uh, certain prescription medications, but there are herbal supplements out there. People, research though, do not take the herbal supplements while you are taking the prescription medication. Do not do it. Oh, cool. Yeah, I wore this to the car show today, and I thought it was supposed to be like warm, so I just wore the t-shirt, and we're walking around in drizzling rain and 60-degree weather. It's cold out there. Got some cool video though. I might share it with y'all. Probably not. I'm probably just gonna like put it in my own personal library and just drool over the cars and stuff. There was a bug out bus at the car show. That was like the coolest crap ever. Um, well, yeah, it's pretty cool anyway. The missus was impressed.
I was impressed.
It
And it's hard to impress me with a bus.
Oh, it was cool shit. I mean, I like that thing. I want one. I want one really bad. She still hasn't given in to the whole bus idea though. But anyway. A lot of food and water and medication is not going to do you any good if it is a major catastrophe. Slow burn or fast burn. Hey, I just got up and went outside. Yeah, I'm going to have to put something on the wall back there. Living in a highly populated area, that's not even a real word, populated area is a bad idea. In Why are you worried about maintaining your financial independence if you believe that the potential for a societal collapse and the impending zombie cannibal horde is a real deal? Good night, Walter. Privateer Prepper, let me introduce you to LS, also known as Miss is S. The other, not like my Mrs. S, but another S's Mrs. So. It's funny. She changed her name And then people were picking on her, and she changed it back. And, I named our little lady baby goat Lady S just because I could. You're welcome, sister. Just by the way, she's kind of cute though. She's short. She's like the runt, but anyway. Oh, you should just put like sister S or sister LS or MS dot LS. There you go. Hey, Aaron. Oh,
No, it's not a news channel. It's just the algorithm looks for.
yeah. The algorithm. There's the deal. Al Gore has a rhythm. There's an algorithm that searches for specific words or topics and automatically attaches a full-on explanation of what you're talking about from their point of view to prevent you from spreading lies or fake news. Okay? That what they consider lies or fake news. Okay? It's to keep them from being tied up in any lawsuit the government may choose to file against an individual, like, I don't know, say a Lex J1s, for instance. Wes is being politically conspiratorial. Yeah. Those are said no. Deal. You want me to say words to make it start lagging and doing a little circle of death thing?
And yours is so far behind.
That's true. Oh. Yeah, I mean, because if I say that, I'm done, man. Um, it's, I mean, yeah, you're allowed to talk about it. That's messed up. You can't say that's not censorship. You can't. Oh, opening your mouth and telling the truth has the potential for a disastrous or undesirable effect on your personal life or well-being. So yeah. I guess Mr. T would work. Yeah, exactly. Um, Is Wayne in here? Y'all need to go check out West Wind Survival's video from Friday night, from yesterday. Yeah. That's good flipping video. It's a really, really good video. Encourage him to do more. Do not bust his chops about his stance on, because some of y'all are gonna whatever. It's America. America means America. Okay. Matthew chapter 7, verse 1, and all that. Isn't that on Netflix? It was. If you have Netflix LS, just put that in the search and see what comes up. All right, Rob. See you back in a bit. Hug them off for me too. I really miss them, man. I really do. It's driving me nuts. You should take them off fishing and not go with. It's not about a specific year. It's a movie about an alternate timeline, I pray. The movie was strange, but the movie will get you in the general direction. Then you switch over to the book. You want another good book to read? Atlas Shrugged. That's a good one to read. You need a copy? The book 1984 completely went past me. And that's the only exposure I had to it was the movie, which is weird enough. The jest is there. The movie Atlas Shrugged, but the book is way better. Okay, the
books are normally better than movies.
The book The Road is better than the movie The Road. If you have the stomach to read the book The Road, you think the flippin' movie is dark. The book's pitch black. That book is dark. We live in perilous times. Those that know more than we do, whom we have selected as our leaders, whether we have been coerced or manipulated or whatever. The ruling class are much more in the know about current affairs, the weather, climate change, political upheaval, economic ups and downs, whatever it is, space aliens, they know more about it than we will ever know. They are preparing food, water, shelter, people, medical supplies, alternate sources of power, alternate locations, networking, alternate communication sources. They're doing all of that. Why do I have only one? I have put it out there, I don't know how many times. My address, it's a P.O. box. It's on my About Me. Ask me, I'll type it in here in the chat. Why do I have only one Pop-Tart wrapper? I'll send you one back. As long as I know what your face looks like. It's just fair. I mean, I put mine out there. I know it's a gift to y'all to see this face, and that's the main reason I do it. But I don't hide behind a wall of secretiveness.
That's the one you're on about. Don't show the front.
I won't show the front. This, hold on, I can do it like this. Oh, I can do this. Yeah. Well, there's a barcode. I'll just do the back. This is called snail mail. This is the United States Postal Service. This is protected by, I don't know, 50 gazillion million federal laws. Protecting privacy of what's in here. You can't send bad stuff in here. And I like that. But you can scribble words on the front of this, drop it in a blue box or a little slot, or hang it on the front of your house with a little flag up, and some nice person will come and take it and put it in a big box for you, and then it will travel to wherever. You can send one of these to Great Britain for $1.17. Not bad. If it has one of these on it, which this is way cheaper than what I will say, way better, and plus you get the top Pop-Tart. I should have had that laying here. Where is it? I got one of those 800 lumen flashlights. You know, hold on. Let's test it. That's like, nice. Can you see it? No, you can't. Ooh, that was bad, wasn't it? Sorry about that. Dude, and if you're still in here, man, I really, the stuff inside the wrapper was way more important to me than the wrapper itself. Mail call. I got his channel sticker. I don't see the channel sticker. Livery. The High Desert Pioneer. Details. Anyway, we can talk to each other, snail mail. It only takes 3 or 4 days for it to get to somebody. There are individuals in this chat room right now that have my real address. Pretty sure. You're welcome, West Wind. I mean, you have it coming. Trust me, that was a good video. That's you inspired this one, and I think we need to really consider figuring out some way to get this Friday night thing going. But you keep doing what you're doing on the things or whatever, and we'll figure out some way to have some, shall we say, tinfoil hat Fridays that we'll make them. What's it called? We'll do them whack style. So we can talk about real issues in a more lighthearted manner, while at other times we can talk about them not as lighthearted. Anywho, I clean my pistol now. Should have used yours. Mine's louder though. All right, Kildare, have a good night. Bless you too, brother. Peace. You've got ugly chickens. Is that what you just said, C103? Yeah, when people don't even notice. That video you did, dude, man, it made me black pill. I've been black pilling stuff for, I don't know, when you put the video out, and I watched it, and black pilling everything. Thanks. Enough to worry about. But if it all added up too slick. Kind of like you being out of the Navy. So. Don't sweat that other thing. It's not the country I back. Okay. The one I back's the Chosen Peeps. I don't think that country is the Chosen Peeps. Got Chosen Peeps over here too. They're not. So, I don't have a clue if I've covered everything I wanted to talk about or not. They go get uglier as they grow. Well, they're supposed to be really good egg layers, though. Yeah. You do realize, though, you bought French chickens, bald French chickens. I'm just saying, man, that's like, I mean, it's your world. Or, well, actually, I guess it's her world, and you're just going to feed chickens, ugly chickens now. We looked at some, but I was like, so happy when my wife said, no, those are ugly. I don't know Northwoods at all. What are you talking about on that one? Oh, Truth Freeze. I bet. Then again, I try not to spend all my time trying to figure out how it's going to go down or who's going to cause it or what it is. It doesn't matter if it's an earthquake, a volcano, a tornado, a hurricane, an EMP. It doesn't matter. The basics are the same. You need food, well, water, food, shelter, skills. Actually, I would put skills first. Okay? If you've got 6 months worth of food, 8 months worth of water, and a lifetime supply of shelter, but you don't know how to open the bottle of water, you're going to die. If you don't know how to turn on your little propane stove and cook a can of pork and beans, or whatever it is you gotta cook. Because you don't have to cook pork and beans. I know that. Stop. Then you're going to die. And you're going to die with 6 months worth of food, 8 months worth of water, and a lifetime supply of shelter. Because you don't have the basic skills you need to survive. Do you know how to play more than one type of solitaire? Do you know more than one kind of card game? Do you know how to enjoy reading the same book more than once? Have you taught yourself to enjoy learning from textbooks? To broaden your horizons and your skill sets? Have you taught yourself to enjoy transferring written word to physical abilities? You don't want to have to learn how, you read a book on tying knots. You don't want to have to learn how to tie those knots when you need to tie the knot. You caught a pig in a hog trap. You don't want to kill it right away. You want to reset the hog trap so you can get you another hog. You need to know how to hog tie something. And you don't want to have to sit there and try to read your tablet. Okay, it says it's a loop. And then you want to know how to hog tie something before it comes time to hog tie a hog. I was really surprised that my grandson and my boy were that good at snatching hogs and putting them in sacks. I was really impressed with that, honestly. But that's a completely different story. I didn't have a camera. Y'all are on your own. One of the prouder moments in my life. Yeah, we're not playing board games. We ain't playing Monopoly for starters. She cheats. And she gets way too serious. And sit over there, smile all you want to. You get murderous.
I hate
It's
board
freaking
games.
so competitive. It's not even funny. She's like, put back boardwalk. You can have it. I ain't even going to charge you $1. It's not that bad. It's close. Hold on. Wait for it. Hold on. I knocked that pin out, didn't I? No, I did. Dude, look, you can look at that arrow.
Nice, Sarah.
Pretty, isn't it? I have to go buy some hay tomorrow. Not for the animals either. I tried to shoot my bow the other day and I missed. So I'm going to go get something to shoot at and I'm going to shoot more. And Mr. Rob Painless suggested these to me, and being the open-minded individual that I am, I went and got me some of these. And as soon as I figure out what you do with lentils, I'm gonna make them some. Growing over daggum instructions. Ooh, there it is. Complicated instructions. Why in the world would I move my flashlight off this table? Ooh. Well, that's pretty bright, isn't it? Before cooking, I'll examine, sort, and rinse well to assure maximum wholesomeness of this natural product. Lentils require no soaking.
Rob said lentils. Heck yeah. With rice or cornmeal.
Two cups of lentils, 6 to 8 cups of hot water. Simmer gently with lid tilted. Desired tenderness until desired tenderness is reached, about 15 to 20 minutes. You said they cook fast. That's like spaghetti, dude. That's super fast. What do they taste like, man? You're not gonna make me eat some gross, are you? Wait, it's Rob. Chances are
I think Rob will eat anything, and you're asking him.
Yeah, I know. I just realized
there's nothing you won't eat, so I don't know what.
Hey, I have limits. There's things I won't eat.
What? Pig's feet.
Pig's feet.
That's about it.
I know where they've been. I don't care how many times you wash them or boil them. I know where they've been. Pig's feet exist their entire growing history in pig. I ain't eating them. Yeah.
And you got to cook them with ham, apparently.
With ham.
Bacon or ham?
Bacon or ham?
No ham. Is a lentil a pea or a bean?
It's a lentil. They look like little green flying saucers. If I cook these in little tiny batteries, not included crap, starts flying around, I'm going to get you. I'm going to send them your way. And see, the leader lives that way.
Any kind of meat with a little fat.
So a gamer. I can just chop off a piece of gamer and throw in. You never go wrong with bacon. There you go.
hot with red beans is awesome. Yes.
Oh, yes, it is. You know what? Whenever this is off, remind me to go out in the den, scan carefully for rattlesnakes because somebody's goat, not pointing any fingers at you, knocked the back door open, and I don't know how many rattlesnakes are in my den now. So, not being accusation, soon. You know, I'm afraid to go on my own den again. Anyway, I need to get something out of that freezer back there and thaw it out. And I'm fixing to put something else in there anyway. Yeah, there would be like, I mean, it would have been hunted to extinction a long time ago. I actually started to go snake hunting. Was it yesterday? I went for the walk. It was yesterday. But I elected not to go because the grass was too tall. I know there's some 4 and 5 footers back there, but I don't have any. I do not want to tangle with a 4-foot rattlesnake.
I almost go extinct for 2 reasons. They're either very tasty or really annoying.
Then why are there so many stinking chihuahuas? Just asking. Okay, that one at the car show today was like super cute and it didn't try to attack me. I was worried that that poodle was going to eat it though. That dog was so scared that little chihuahua was just like, there are a lot of giants here. And mama's making me walk. You don't like snakes anymore. I don't either. I don't hate snakes. I try to remove venomous snakes from the property, but not every snake. Yeah, we saw a coach with last weekend. And I've seen tracks, just no. That's probably it. That's for y'all that don't know me well enough to remember this part. When I first started this channel, I was into playing a game called Ghost. I haven't played any games on there for forever. I may need to do something about that. I need to wind down a little bit. I don't know, get on and kill some little tweakers or something. But anyway, the whole time I was on there, you get a dog. You could buy, or you can. One of the perks after you kill so many people, you get a dog. Anyway, there was the joke going around that if they wanted to make the dog any tougher, they just needed, instead of giving you a German Shepherd, they gave you 10 Chihuahuas, and there would be no defense against them. Why would you strike? Oh, were you in like the car, or did you just like stand out there over the top of the snake? Which is really weird. I don't know why you would do that. But it's your life, whatever. I know somebody that drove over the top of my pet 6.5-foot bull snake, but she didn't know what it was.
It was a snake. It needed to die.
She was my friend. I still cry. When my wife's not with me, I still stop and prevent people from running over large non-venomous snakes. Bull snakes are constrictors. Now they will take baby chickens, so there's that. But a bull snake will climb up in a tree and take birds out of a nest. It's really cool to watch, actually. Okay, in the car. I just wonder, this could fit you standing there looking down at the snake between your legs going, "What's wrong with you, little buddy?" Just saying. Think it through. It's kind of fun. I no longer bring bull snakes to a safe space. I usher them off the blacktop and do not bring them home. Now, we did kill all the killer chase off all of the giant freaking coachwoods we had, though. When we got rid of the nest of snakes, our egg production jumped by over a dozen a day. Yes, they will. Chances are they were after something that was flying or fluttering around up there, though. I've watched them climb up in the top of one of the shops I used to work at, climb up there and sit on the rafters where the birds would come and sit and just get real still and just wait. And eventually one of the sparrows would get close enough and then it'd be on. That snake could shoot out, grab him one. It was noisy for a bit, but
Yeah, I forgot it was fun to send me.
oh, cool. Did you get any bids and stuff? Okay. Ooh, who hit me with the down already?
Um, there was two people popped in that are never here. So it was one person.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't say hi to him or something. It was when I was doing my talking, probably. You don't get instant people. I mean, that's something else that's wrong with today's society. If people aren't instantly gratified or reassured of the importance of their existence, they go all, "Gimme, Stabby," and start crying and lashing out and stuff. I'm like, well, that's proof that your existence isn't all that important to anybody else. Okay? Just that was a little harsh, but it's true. Lady I've known for how long didn't say hi to me or whatever. All I did was when I saw her the next time, I just called her out on it, but it was all a joke. I mean, sometimes people are busy and they don't get to talk to you. I spent more time trying to put that freaking arrow up there than I did going to a cup of coffee. In case y'all are wondering how we're buying my videos. Right? I wouldn't have a clue. Yeah, gopher snakes are pretty tough. Uh, what are they? Prairie racers? What we got? Prairie racers, coach whips, bull snakes, gopher snakes, shovel nose snakes, hog nose snakes, which are actually poisons. Uh, king snakes, garter snakes, uh, the other king snake. We got like 4 or 5 different kinds of king snakes. I did rescue a really pretty yellow and black one from the property and carried it somewhere else before my wife saw it and ran over it. All right. Welcome aboard, Bent. How's life? How's life in the magically self-combusting forest? Did they get that fixed? I hope. Oh yeah, we have the Arizona black-headed snake, which are really cute and they're really passive and they don't really bite you, but they're poisonous and don't give them to your kids to play with. Because that would mark you as a less than intelligent parent. They're full grown. They're the size of this pencil. So you think you're giving them a baby snake, and it's not a baby snake. It's a full grown snake that is poisonous. I'm just saying. They are beige, almost white to beige, a creamy colored white to a beige with either a gray, brown, or black head. Um, they don't have a viper shaped head, but they do have fangs in the back of their mouth, which inject poison into their victim as they swallow it for digestion. So, think what else? We have a few indigos around here, but not many. Actually, I haven't seen any on this property. I've seen a couple further west. All right, LS, no more dancing in the road with snakes. That's just weird, okay? That's just weird. Don't do it. Oh. Yeah, I've heard of corn snakes. I don't know what some snakes have like generic names or whatever that they're just a different kind of the same snake or they're the same snake that's they're by a different name. Um, we don't really have to worry about copperheads around here. We got our cottonmouths though, watermark themed. Um, rattlesnakes, like 50,000 different kinds. We've got the pygmy. We've got the prairie rattler. We've got the western diamondback. Supposedly we have the timber, but I've never seen one. We have the Mojave. Thanks, Oilfield. Um, the Mojave rattlesnake is the rattlesnake with the strongest venom, in case anybody's wondering. Um, Never seen one, but we're supposed to have the white rattlesnake too. They only come out at night, and I don't go looking for rattlesnakes at night. They don't come out to the prairies; they're strictly rock. And then I think south of us we have that one smaller rattlesnake that lives in the rocks too. What do you do if you get bit by a rattlesnake? You take your butt to the doctor. Be a lot of people in my part of the world that die from. People don't really die from rattlesnake bites right now because they can treat it. And it's usually not the venom that kills you; it's your body's reaction to the venom. So, and only in an emergency situation, only in an emergency situation where there's not access to prompt medical help, I would suggest Benadryl to help fight your body's reaction to. The venom will still kill tissue. So you've got to go. Even if you live through the bite without medical treatment or whatever, you're going to have serious tissue damage to recover from, and you may and may not. All right, Rob. Beatty Boo, come in. Hi, Beatty Boo. What is Vert C? Oh, vitamin C. Don't you can use the suction, but do not cut yourself. Okay. Um, all that does is open more tissue to the venom. So, electrocuting the snake bite doesn't do any good. The Benadryl helps fight off the shock and the swelling and stuff. Uh, the venom, if you will, is designed to make your body do all the work as far as killing you. No, you use one of these.
That's what somebody asked if I was.
I hope I never get to use it. Oh, been hanging up there a bit. Some Chevy guy sent me there. Yep, don't say nothing about cutting yourself. Sorry. I read that before, but it's like a really good read. I don't know why that didn't go with me to San Antonio. I don't know about that. On the, I thought I'd heard all the how to get the poison out of you deals. That you don't pee on it. No, that's for jellyfish. And yeah, the pee actually helps on the jellyfish. It's convincing your laughing ass friend to piss on your leg. That's the hard part. I didn't have any left in me. It subsided though relatively quickly. Nope, I haven't been. Oh, the Benadryl. Activated charcoal is more for like ingested poison. It doesn't really do any good for like salmonella and stuff like that. I don't think. I'd have to research that, but I haven't heard that it does. Well, you don't pee on a snake bite. It's on a jellyfish sting. You pee on a jellyfish sting. Something in the urine neutralizes the poison. Oh, maybe it just feels good to pee on something. I don't know. It worked on my legs. Yeah. I know, like on wastings or whatever, cigarette, tobacco, and cheese works really good. Oh, trust me. I mean, jellyfish is somebody poured hot coffee or you spilt hot coffee in your lap, but it doesn't cool off right away. It just stays hot for a long time. It's super uncomfortable. There's actually a on my poison ivy deal on the pinned comments. There's a reference to what you need for the poison ivy poison oak from dadgummit, who put that up there? Anyway, I made a comment with, and I selected their comments and pasted it in there so that the people with the information get the props for it. This is true, Aaron Dennis, but I don't plan on going to Australia and swimming around when there's microscopic jellyfish that can kill me deader than hammer. Yep. Want to go to Australia? Want to go to the outback of Australia with a guide? You want to go out there by myself? I want to stick to the rivers and the wooded areas. I don't want to go out in the desert, period. But they have sharks, poisonous fishes, and jellyfishes, and all manner of nasty little critters that live in the ocean. So, yeah, I'm not going swimming down there. Call me whatever, but not doing it. Yeah, or EMTs for that matter, apparently. Doesn't it, though, Aaron? Black mambas are Africa. They have the big browns, and they have like um, what do you call it? What is Australia got all the like in the top 10 killers or whatever? They've got like 8 of them or 7 or 8 of them or something like that. But anyway, they have the brown snake over in Australia is like as common as our bull snakes and stuff around here. Only problem is they kill you when they bite you. And we have funnel webs here, but there ain't nothing to worry about really. But then you got the funnel webs over there, which are um, I want to go to Africa too, but I want to be rich when I go, so I can like be inside a truck or whatever, so the elephant can't stomp on me. I am that guy that gets out of the car and chases a moose up the side of a mountain. Well, was that guy. I don't think I'd do it again. I know better now. When I did it, I didn't know. Granted, my wife did, and she was trying to explain to me how stupid I was being, but I was younger then. The David on the deal with the dogs is genetically, dogs have a stronger ability to fight off the venom of certain snake bites. If you can reduce the impact of the venom on the snake, on the dogs, whatever, reduce the swelling and the pain and the fever and all that, the dog will recover. That's what I'm saying. And that's why, if you got a high can, take the Benadryl. I can't go to the doctor. Tell them, hey, I got snake bit. I took Benadryl. I'm here. That Benadryl ain't doing them but buying you a little time. It's not going to keep you from dying. We're not dogs. And I'm not claiming to be an expert or anything. I'm just, and that, again, that's only in an emergency. Don't pop a Benadryl as soon as you get bit by a snake if you're 5 minutes from a hospital or 10 minutes from a hospital or 3 minutes from an arriving ambulance or whatever. Just make it calm. Sit down. Stay calm. Most of your large snake bites are going to be dry bites. The smaller the snake, the better the chance of it not being a dry bite. And that's why I don't mess around with the little. If I see little ones, I don't play with them. I don't poke them with a stick. I squish them. I just kill them. Be done with it. You have the wondrous invention of the 22 shot shell, which will obliterate a 4-foot rattlesnake's head at 5 paces. You don't have to get within striking distance of the snake to end him or her. Okie dokie, Biddy. Yeah, you need to get somebody else to do that part. All right, good night, Ben. No step on snakes. Exactly right. I need to get my flag back up there anyways. Okay, babe, was it read Truth Freezes and tell me if she's right? Because they almost killed you doing it wrong. Because it's not any snake bite. Snake venom is different. I mean, different snakes have different type of venom. I know that.
Yeah, different ones, different things.
Right.
Because at first they were like, oh, it needs to be iced and lower than your heart. And then they're like, oh, crap, that's the wrong snake. It's supposed to be not iced and higher than your heart and a very loose tourniquet.
They almost killed you twice.
Miss.
Because they were doing everything for a rattlesnake and it wasn't a flipping rattlesnake.
Right.
Truth Freeze. I didn't think that it's not any snake. Cottonmouths are different. So be careful of the interwebs. Y'all are going to have to look at something here. I've got this. Wait, watch this. Y'all look at this really cool sketch of a handsome dude. And I got to go discuss something with my front porch. Weird how I went out there and had that discussion with the trees and just started fire on the dog sleeping on the porch. All right, people, I'm sorry about this. I got to go. There is actually something going on out by my livestock. Y'all have a blessed night. Stay alive, don't die.